What's up guys, Logan here, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to show you what it's like to work a truck day at Brothers Market. So today I have my shift at 2 for 8, which should be enough time to get stocking done. And then the new kid, he's working till 4, so he's probably just going to cashier it while I stock it. And unless things change, of course. Last time he did leave early, so I just cashiered it till my other coworker showed up, and then I did what needed done. So most likely, if that's the case, I'll just cashier it till 4 when the other coworker I work with Saturday shows up. She is a 4 for 8. She normally does 4 for 8s, but it is what it is. And I'm working with her, till the end of the shift, and the manager is the older fella. And since it's trucking day, and since it's just like 2 of us, how it normally works is, normally I'm the one stocking while the other person is cashiering. So she's going to cashier, probably, and then I'm going to stock it, probably. And then once I get to freezer, that's when the manager usually takes over as cashier and usually has our coworker help me get frozen. Now, most of the time, we don't get a lot. Well, we do get most of it done. Like, we at least get it all at least until freezer. But when they schedule us only 2 people a night, which is understandable because we don't really have that much staff, but when they only schedule us 2 people a night, it's kind of hard to get stuff done. But with 3 people a night, it's a little bit more doable, but with 2 people it's a little bit more hard. But yeah, I'm not sure if I'm going to do a break today, and this time I actually mean it, because mostly on stocking days, we gotta get shit done. And I might take a 15, because there are times when I do stocking and I try to get it done real fast, and then it's a lot for me and I start feeling dizzy, and I'm not going to be able to continue my shift, if I continue pushing forward without break. That's what happened last Monday when I had to work a stocking day. But yeah, most likely next time you'll see me, I'll probably be on the way to the vehicle, or inside the vehicle, or maybe in the gas station, who knows. But I do know most likely you'll see me before I get to work, and then after that you'll see me on break, and then after that, it's a whole thing. But yeah, so like I said, next time you'll see me is probably on the way to the vehicle, or with me inside the vehicle and me talking about, what I gotta talk about. So that's going to be it for now. See you guys when I see you. Alright guys, so we're getting ready to go to work right now. I'm grabbing my drink. I don't want to do strawberry watermelon yet. We'll do cherry. Yeah. Strawberry watermelon. Strawberry's not one of my favorite fruits, but cherry, I haven't tried it yet, but I think should be an okay flavor. But I'm going to head in the vehicle today. We're taking the Envoy, our family vehicle. I would take my pickup, but I want to save gas on it, because if I work, not this Monday, but the next Monday, if I work next Monday, I gotta take my pickup that day for sure on my own. So we're just taking the Envoy a day to take gas. Normally we take this, but he's doing some work on it right now, as you can see. So we're going to take the Envoy today. So yeah, I'm going to get in there, wait for my dad, and then I'll catch you guys at the post office where I will get the mail. And then once I get the mail, I'll talk about what I want to talk about. And I'll pretty much talk about what's like to work stocking day / truck day. See you guys then. Alright guys, so I am getting the mail right now. Sorry, I get tired easily. But we're getting the mail right now. When I get it, I'll meet you guys back in the vehicle. And I'll talk about what I gotta talk about. So see you guys then. Alright guys, so when you just got the mail, all it is today is a package and a couple of letters. Now, Jesus, it's getting whiffed out there. Now, all it is today for my work. Like I said, it's a 2 for 8. And today, it's truck day. And as I said, the person I work with Saturday is going to be working with me. She comes in at 4, and then before her, it's going to be the new kid. I'm working with him for a couple hours. Most likely, he'll cashier it. And then the person I worked with Saturday will cashier, and then I'll just stock him most of the time. And sometimes when there's just 2 of us and a manager, usually on stocking days, they like to get 3 of the regular employees and the stocking manager in. So 1 of the regular employees can cashier it, 2 of the regular employees can stock it, and the manager, the stocking manager normally does the produce and the meat. He normally does the meat department because he's the only one who's really qualified for that besides the assistant and store manager. Those 3 are the only ones who are qualified for the meat section. But, well, they're the only ones who can legally do it because, you know, dates and whatnot. But they're doing that. So he's going to do that today, the produce and meat. And, but sometimes how it works is I'll start on stocking. If there's 2 employees and that stocking manager, normally I will stock it. The other person will cashier it until Jeremiah, the stocking manager, takes over. And then when he takes over as cashier, the other regular employee will help me with the rest of the stocking. Most of the time, what we do is in normal aisles. We have 8 aisles in all. We normally do aisles 1 through 8. And then there's also the meat freezer to do. And there's also dairy to do. Most of the time, the stocking manager will mostly get the stocking produce done. He always get produce done. But if there's only 2 regular employees, like 2 of the usual employees, and we have to get that out. So that way, freezing can get done. And most of the time, the regular aisles do get done, usually 1 through 7. But what's the toughest is aisle 8, because aisle 8 is pretty much all the freezers. There's 1 person who does the deli section. Jesus, it's getting whiffed out there. One person, she normally does the deli and the dairy. Now, sometimes things get a little bit switched around. Sometimes, like, one manager will say not to worry about this thing, but then the manager who's on duty will say to actually do it. And, what you always do is you always listen to the manager who's on duty just to avoid arguments and whatnot. It doesn't matter what the other manager says, you always listen to the manager on duty to avoid argument and whatnot, because you don't want to get into argument. And how it normally works is there's 1 person, she's also a female, she's like in her 30s or whatever. She normally works on the jail stuff because we give out food to, the prisoners. She normally stocks the deli, and sometimes she also stocks dairy. And when she don't get to that, normally, that's our job to get done. And mostly the stocking manager, he would do the produce and the meat. Produce will always get done by him, but sometimes If there's only 2 of the regular employees, then we got to do the meat and then the other stuff. And the freezer to always worry about is always the main freezers. So like I said, there's the produce, the meat, there's also deli, which what the person who works on the jail does. She does the deli and dairy, and we also have to worry about dairy if she don't get it done. But you know, that's fine. And one thing, if I could give any advice, work on it the best you can. Like, don't be too slow on it, but don't be too fast either, because the managers will usually rather have you get one aisle done and have it be as best as possible than rushing it all at once and have no items be in the right spot at all. You know what I mean? Like, always take your time. Like, don't go too slow, but at least work hard enough to at least get one aisle done, and at least get 2 freezer also, because freezer is like the most important thing. Like, anything in the freezers, that's usually the most important thing to worry about. And another piece of advice I can give is always take a break during your shifts. If there is an opportunity to take a break, then take it, always. Because you're just going to burn yourself out if you don't. Like, last Monday, I was stocking. I did one aisle. I felt a little bit dizzy. But having that 15-minute break, it definitely helped. Because, especially if you're new, when you stock a lot and actually do, like, a lot of hard work, then, you know, you're not really used to it. And you can sometimes pass out. Well, not like pass out, but you can sometimes feel dizzy. It's with me, at least. But taking those 15-minute breaks definitely help to, you know, like, take a breather and whatnot, you know? Like, always take your breaks. But, yeah, that's pretty much the plan for today. That's probably going to be enough talking for me for now. Next time I'll see you guys, I'll either be on my 15-minute break or it'll be the end of my shift. And most likely tonight I'll do probably... I do want to do Subway, but I want to save my money right now, so most likely we'll just probably do the Casey's in Goldfield to get a slice of pizza, because their slices of pizza usually cost like $3.50 something. It sounds like a little bit steep, but you know, it's really not that bad. You know, like, prices are going to rise and everything like that. There's nothing you can do, but yeah. So most likely you'll either see me on my 15-minute break or after my shift is done. So, yeah, that's going to be enough talking, and I'll see you guys on my 15-minute break or after my shift is over. See you guys then. Alright, guys, so I just got done with my shift. Sorry I didn't record on my break. I'll explain after I get my french fries. We're just going to Hardee's. We were going to go to Casey's, but Hardee's stay open later than the Casey's on Goldfield, so we're just going there. Might film inside, but next time you'll see me, I'll either be in there or in here talking about my shift and whatnot and explain what I got to explain. See you then. Alright, guys, I just got my food. Sorry I didn't film in there. It's just been one of those days, so this vlog isn't going to be as long as my other ones were. So, the reason why I didn't film on my break today is, like I said, it was a stocking day, and it was a very long day. It was filled of just stocking. I cashiered a little bit on 2, but on that, I barely cashiered. All I did was stock to the best of my ability. We did stock most of it. We even got ice cream done because the manager helped us. But most likely tomorrow, I think we got to stock is probably dairy and maybe the meat cooler, and probably also refill produce, and also stock up the ice because it is bare empty right now. We still don't have the large ice, I think, but I do think we still have some small ice, and hopefully on Thursday we'll get the big ice in. There was just no time for a break. Like, I was going to do one, but, sometimes, it's difficult to put in a break, because most of the time I can get one hour done and then go on my break, but that just didn't happen today. But, yeah. So what happens tomorrow is I still have my regular shift, but we also have, I also got to shop with my mom and dad, and we're also going out to eat. What we normally do on Tuesdays is we go out to lunch somewhere and then go shopping just to, stock up. We've been doing it for probably since I was born, but yeah. So that's going to be tomorrow. So I'm going to film pretty much all of it tomorrow. I'm going to film pretty much me doing our errands and me doing my shift at kind of the same time. So tomorrow should be a little bit of a longer video, but So as of right now, I really got nothing else to say, because I don't really have any stories or anything like that, or anything got to talk about. Stocking days are just stocking days, and just the best advice I can give for stocking days is let people help you, get stuff done the best you can, don't rush too much, just do the best you can. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do for today's vlog. Hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see y'all into tomorrow's vlog. Have a good one.